Trump to authorize the release of top-secret documents related to the assassination of JFK. Welcome to Mysterious World YouTube channel. Please subscribe and share for more updates. John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, was assassinated on Friday, November 22, 1963, at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time in Dallas, Texas while riding in a motorcade in Dealey Plaza. The President of the United States expressed his intention to allow access to much of the classified material about the assassination of the former President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. Trump denied information that had circulated in some media outlets which suggested that he was planning on blocking the release of thousands of documents on the Kennedy assassination which occurred on November 1963 and whose moratorium on publication expires precisely next week. Thus, at the expense of new information that may appear, I will allow as President the opening of the JFK files that have been blocked and classified for so long, Trump wrote on his Twitter account. Some of the top-secret documents date back to the 1990s, and security experts consulted by the Politico magazine suspect that Trump was going to refuse the release, after considering that they could reveal relatively recent U.S. government secret operations. But they did not rule out a partial and deeply edited publication as well, but it looks like it's going to happen after all. Within the next 2 weeks, the National Archives is legally obligated to release the last of thousands of secret documents from government files about the assassination, most of them from the CIA, FBI and the Justice Department, wrote the website Politico magazine. The National Archives maintains in its custody around 3,100 classified files on the murder of the former President of the United States between 1961 and 1963, which according to historians and experts on the subject, could clarify the assassination of JFK and perhaps change the official history of the tragic events. Now, National Archives officials have until October 26 to decide which of those documents, mostly from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and the CIA, may come to light and which should remain a secret. Americans deserve a full picture of what happened that fateful day in November 1963, said Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa, the Judiciary Committee chairman, in announcing last week that he was sponsoring a Senate resolution calling for the release of all the remaining documents. The assassination of President Kennedy occurred at a pivotal time for our nation, and, nearly 54 years later, we are still learning the details of how our government responded and what it may have known beforehand. But if you are going to release top-secret documents, you might just release all of them. I mean, what's the point on hanging on to some? The release of these documents responds to the JFK Records Act, a law passed in 1992 following the renewed interest in the case after the premiere of the film JFK, in which Oliver Stone gave his vision of the murder committed on November 22 of 1963 in Dallas, Texas. In his film, Stone posed a hypothesis advocated by investigators Jim Garrison and Jim Maz in their respective books On the Trail of the Assassins and Crossfire, The Plot That Killed Kennedy, which fed the old conspiracy theories and discarded the official report of the famous Warren Commission, which targeted a single man as responsible, Lee Harvey Oswald. The most likely and logical conclusion, given the number of dangerous enemies that JFK had gained during his rule, is that the former president was publicly executed by multiple shooters, belonging to the mafia and in complicity with CIA agents.